Hello, and welcome back to The Outer Worlds with Splatt, the game in which we travel around the known galaxy, inflicting our own version of craziness on the universe as the universe attempts to drive us absolutely insane. So, let's get stuck right in. So just a quick catch up on last time, we did manage to get ourselves a power regulator in Edgewater, and we are now heading off to the stars. But our rescuer, Phineas Wells, would like to have a word with us, so let's see what he has to say.
We have received a communication request from Dr. Phineas Wells.
Aha, there you are, hale and hearty and captain of your own ship. I see you're putting the unreliable to good use. Shame about her former captain, horrible way to die. How are you feeling, by the way? I lost track of you in that cave back there. Experiencing any, unnatural drippage? Perfectly normal side effect of thawing, I assure you.
Well, apparently I now have superpowers or something, can slow down time.
Oh, that, yes, that's probably permanent. I wouldn't worry about it, though. I'm sure you're fine.
Comforting.
What you saw in Emerald Vale is happening all across the colony. Food shortages, lack of supplies, and basic necessities. We're dying. The chairman, the minister, and all their lackeys on the board are to blame. The Hope has some of the brightest minds Earth ever sent us. If we can revive the Hope's colonists, they can help us undo the board's mistakes. They can help us set things right. You need to get to Stellar Bay on Monarch. I have contacts there. They'll help me, help us, find the chemicals to revive your fellow colonists. Gladys Kelly, lovely woman, runs a cozy little black marketing outfit on the Groundbreaker. She can get you a nav key to land on Stellar Bay.
I feel like I'm being kind of held over a barrel here. I mean, I don't really have any options, so now I get to be part of the black market. This is fun.
Gladys and I have been doing business for years. Her smuggling credentials are unimpeachable. If anyone can get you a key to Monarch, it's her.
Why?
Without a skip drive, good luck. You'll be dead before you make it to the nearest star. Look, I admire your optimism, but the sad truth is you're stuck here. You, me, and the rest of this colony. We're all skating precariously around the edge of oblivion together. None of us are leaving Halcyon alive, so we may as well make it a better place. And we can start by reviving the Hope.
So why do I need this nav key? I don't understand.
Captains don't fly their own ships, you see. Your navigation terminal handles the, navigation. Think of a nav key as a set of flight instructions. The board's been confiscating nav keys for Stellar Bay, so we must rely on unconventional means of acquisition. Hence, Miss Gladys Kelly.
What if I just don't go there?
In theory, I suppose you could land your ship in Cascadia, and in theory, I suppose you might survive the experience. Cascadia is utterly seething with dangerous, highly aggressive creatures more than capable of tearing you limb from limb. You'd have to be a lunatic to land in Cascadia, and I'm reasonably certain I tested your brain for incipient signs of insanity. Trust me, talk to Gladys Kelly.
Okay, let's get her done.
Excellent. I'll send her a wireless. Let her know you're coming. And remember, don't trust the board. They'll try to win you over with promises of wealth and power, but it's a lie. The board's only interested in filling their own pockets. If we don't put a stop to them, they're going to run this colony to the ground.
Transmission ended. If you are ready to depart, please select a destination on your navigation terminal.
I appreciate Phineas Wells rescuing me, but I kind of feel like he's got me between a rock and a hard place. I mean, I don't really have any choice. I was asleep on this ship, frozen, and he's just decided that I have to do all this stuff to help him unfreeze everybody else. And I don't know what his angle is. I'm not sure what it is he's up to. I don't know if I should trust him. I mean, he seems like he wants to do the right thing to rescue the people on the Hope, but he's putting a lot of faith in a bunch of people that he's never met before. How does he know that when he wakes these people up that they're going to want to help overturn the corporation? I mean, aren't they with the corporation? I feel like the corporation was the one that sent them out, so why would they want to help overturn this? I guess he's hoping they're all altruistic like I am, but I'm not really altruistic. I'm just kind of stuck. He has me where he wants me. I have to do what he says because I don't really have any other options. This is not the greatest situation to be in, where I just have to jump through his hoops doing what he's asked in order to push his plans forward and hope that his plans are what's best for me. But be that as it may, I don't really have any choice in the matter. So it looks like I'm going to be heading over to the Groundbreaker, which is some kind of orbiting space station thing, I guess. I mean, I've got these other planets I can go to, but I don't really know anything about them. I don't know what my ship can do. I don't even know if I can get there. So I guess I'm just going to have to play along for now with the professor's plans and see where it takes us. So let's try to figure this out as we go along. And if it looks like he's going to stab me in the back, well, then we're going to have to stab him first. Let's see what happens.
The Groundbreaker has approved our request for docking, Captain. You're free to disembark.
Okay, we're here. Guess we'll head out. Whoa, my ship is dirty. That's gross. I will have to take a look at that later. Anyway.
You got a minute?
Hey, I've always got a minute for you, Pavarotti. What do you want?
Hey, Captain. I heard that Groundbreaker's got a real good engineer. A lady named Junlei Tennyson.
Okay. What about her?
I was thinking that maybe I ought to meet her. If you got time to swing us by, I mean. I don't got much experience fixing actual spaceships. I bet you a can of Borston beans she could teach me all manner of stuff.
Wait a minute. Are you trying to get another job? We just got hooked up on this ship.
Gosh, no, Captain. I aim to stay so long as I'm welcome. I figured Junlei and I could confabulate over wireless or by message. And maybe when we put into Groundbreaker, I could stop by to visit her sometimes. But only when you don't need me with you.
I do like the word confabulate. That was a nice word. You have a very impressive vocabulary, Parvati, but I'm concerned because you told me you could fix my ship, and now you're telling me you can't. So what's the deal?
I abso-surely can. I'm a passing fair mechanic. Even Mr. Thompson would have said it's my only skill. But I'm used to working on cannery lines, AG loaders and the like. There's tricks about ships I ain't learned yet. All I'm looking for is a few pointers. I bet a lady who runs a whole station has forgot more than I ever learned.
You have a fair point. Okay. I see no problem with this as long as you stick around.
Thanks, Captain. I'll be sure to make it worth your time. Did you want to talk about something else?
Nope. We got a ship to explore, or space station or something. Welcome to the Groundbreaker. We've just stepped off our ship, and looks like we gotta talk to customs because the doors are locked.
Identification, please.
Oh, let's lie.
Captain Hawthorne, you said. Let me apologize in advance. I'm about to ruin your day.
Crap.
According to your ship's record, you've been flagged by the board. Your ship will be impounded until such a time as they see fit to lift it.
But we've hardly been out of Edgewater long enough to get in trouble.
Well, isn't this wonderful? The captain's done something to get on the board's bad side.
Now, hold on. This isn't the end of the world. Probably.
Okay, so apparently lying about my ID was a bad idea because the guy that I took the ship from has a record. Great. Guess we'll just tell the truth from here on out, maybe? Might work out better for us? I don't know. All right, let's get this fixed.
You'll want to take it up with Udom Bedford, our board representative here on Groundbreaker. His office is located along the starboard wall of the promenade. Shines like a Byzantium commode. You can't miss it.
Okay, but why was my ship impounded?
Access to that information is above my pay grade, and I've turned down 3 promotions, so it stays that way. I shouldn't be mentioning it, but what the hell? This here, impounding your ship, it doesn't happen much. The board knows we don't take kindly to their interfering in our operations. If I had to take a guess as to why, you must have riled up someone important.
Great. guess I should get this fixed.
You take the starch out of them, well, you won't hear any complaints from me. Oh, and if you're headed that way, would you mind doing me a favor?
Maybe?
Wanda Dorset over in sickbay, tell her the shipment's not in yet. It's not coming in anytime soon, and if she'd be so obliged to get off my ass about it.
Okay, so typical office behavior.
A handful of SAM cleaning units retrofitted for surgery. I don't know much else. I stopped listening when she started yelling. Much appreciated. Is there anything else I can help you with?
Oh, do I have questions? Got questions.
The fence. You'll find her in the rest and go, on your left when you enter the promenade. Make sure you bring an empty belly.
Okay, so this jackass that I gotta talk to?
He's friendly enough unless you speak ill of the board. Get the sense he doesn't care for Groundbreaker much. Not that he would, being a board man and all. He's our liaison.
I guess they don't get along.
They can't abide an independent township, especially not one they gotta depend on. We're the first and last stop out of this colony. All their interstellar freighters come through us, and we skim a few bits off the top and manifest processing fees with every one. Folks around here will bluster that the board hates our freedom, but really, they know we can stop their out-system shipments anytime we like, and that terrifies them.
Okay, so we found the only people that can stand up to the board. I might get along with everybody here. This could be fun.
It's a delicate balance, right? We could cancel their freighters' docking privileges in retaliation, but where'd that lead us? They got assault cruisers, gunships, and a handful of mining operations at their fingertips. We push them too hard, maybe they decide we'd be better in 10 trillion little pieces. Or they cobble together a new Groundbreaker and put us out of business.
The board wouldn't do that. Would they?
The board is necessary to provide order to the colony. They believe it's their prerogative to overrun you. But whether you allow that is up to you.
It's a tough line to walk, no doubt about that. But we make do all right. So far, anyway.
All right, well, let's see what we can do about getting some work around here. Any jobs?
Maybe. Most of the shipping traffic in the system passes through Groundbreaker. Every couple of months, we even get a big interstellar freighter. Two biggest operations are the board. That is, Halcyon Holdings and Sublight Salvage. But there are independent operators around the promenade deck. Most of those jobs are going to take you off station, though.
I need something more local than that.
Commandant Sanita might have a couple of folks she needs killed. Bad folks, I mean. Not regular folks. She'll be at the security desk behind me. Chief Jun Lei might have an errand needs running. She's all tied up trying to fix our heat problem. You'll find her in engineering.
No kidding? I'd love to get a look at this old girl's innards. I bet they're real twisty and weird. In a good way.
Okay, got it.
Happy to help. That's my job, after all.
You're real good at it, too.
Well, thank you, miss. It's nice to be recognized. Yep.
Can we move this along? I have a certain, matter I'd like to attend to, Captain.
I agree. I think we should
Be
get
seeing
going.
you.
So apparently the Groundbreaker is having some issues with their climate control system, and we're supposed to go to the engineering deck and find Mama Engineer June Lee to see what we can do about the problem. So let's see what she has to say here.
Junlei Tennyson. I'm captain around here, but chief to my friends. Hope you don't mind the formal introduction. Groundbreaker doesn't see many visitors.
All right. I am Splatt McHero. Hero at large.
No, it isn't. It's a mess. But it's my mess, so I'll take the compliment. Just so we understand each other, I'm the final word on the ship. The Mardits, the crew, the engineers, their family. I hope there won't be any problems while you're visiting.
I'm not here to make problems. What would ever make you think I'm here to make problems? I've never made problems in my entire life. Not a chance. Problem free. That's what we're here. We're here to keep the peace. Peaceful. We're not going to steal anything.
Good. Don't go making trouble, and chances are you won't find any. That's how I like it here. So what brings you to Groundbreaker? I'm curious, even though 9 times out of 10 the answer's just passing through.
Well, I don't really know you, so I figure it's kind of none of your business, so I think I'm just passing through.
Statistics don't lie. We see a lot of the same faces coming and going. Most of them board spies and corporate sprats. Makes it hard to trust outsiders. You seem different, so welcome aboard.
I'd say you're a good judge of character, but you're proving not to be. But Parvati here's nice. She wants to talk to you.
What? I didn't think you just...
Parvati, is it? That's a lovely name. What can I do for you?
I was just thinking, I haven't got much experience working with actual, real spaceships, Miss Junlei. Chief Junlei.
Junlei is fine.
Keep going, Parvati. You can do it.
Okay. Since you run a whole space station, I was wondering if... Well, maybe you could teach me some things. I could message you later, maybe?
I'd be happy to make the time, Parvati. You can ask me anything.
Am I sensing a spark here?
Wow, great. I'll do that then. Messages. Later. Oh, your name's pretty too. I should have said... Sorry. I like it. Honest. Sorry.
Oh, jeez. Am I watching awkward junior high flirting here? Well, whatever.
Couldn't have done it without your moral support, Captain.
Now, if there's nothing else, there are other parts of the ship begging for my attention.
Yeah, about that. We're supposed to help.
Groundbreaker's radiators need replacement parts. They're dumping superheated air into my ship.
So just fix it. Come on, you can do it.
Only the board has access to new parts, and I won't let them swindle me into a corner.
Uh-huh. Can you get something out of them somehow?
None. Every time I give in to the board, Groundbreaker loses its freedom. Soon there won't be anything left. I can't allow that. The board isn't helping, and my resources are spread thin. If I don't get those radiators back online, Groundbreaker, everyone on board, will be cooked alive.
I think I could probably help you with this.
Reasonable, huh? That's the best news I've heard all day. According to my grandmother's old schematics, the parts we need should be in the back bays.
Heck yeah, I'm reasonable. Just let me steal anything I want. Wait, the back bays? What? What's going on?
I keep diligent records of station repairs, requisitions, and available assets, just like my grandmother taught me. The station's radiators haven't changed since her time, and her records say the parts should be there. I trust them.
Yeah, but how am I supposed to find it?
Sorry, I forgot not everyone knows this ship like I do. The back bays are on a lower deck, long abandoned and a haven for miscreants now.
Oh, miscreants. Okay, I see how this is gonna go down. I have to go get the parts from people that don't want to give them to me. Uh-huh.
You must not have been here long. In Halcyon, new parts come by way of interstellar freighters from Earth, and the board monopolizes that kind of trade. That means I'd have to negotiate with the board. I've already given them the shops, the docking fees, and a damn embassy.
Sounds like they're kind of backing you guys into a corner. You need someone like me.
Damn right. And while I'm captain of the Groundbreaker, it falls to me to preserve this ship's independence.
Well, I'm not exactly subtle, but I will do my best.
Good. Once you've obtained the parts, we can proceed to the next phase of repairs.
So off we go to the back bays to take parts from people who don't want to give them to us. This shouldn't be a problem, right? We can totally be reasonable. What the?
Hey, McRed, were you expecting any company?
Oh.
A neighbor from above approaches
Dead
our
bodies
realm.
everywhere. Yeah, I
Back
can already tell
away
this is going to
now,
end well.
Or you'll parley with the king.
Here we go.
Look at this ripe piece of meat just sizzling on the grill. Huh. Yum, yum. Time to feed the flames. It's nothing personal. Promise.
Is this what carbon monoxide poisoning looks like? I don't think this deck is too well ventilated.
Speaking for myself, Captain, I am not of a mind to be murdered by a psychopath who plays with fire.
You came with the crew. Welcome. We got plenty of space to spread out, but only room for one captain.
Nice. Psychopath with fire. Well, I'm a psychopath who doesn't have fire, but let's see if we can get out of here without any bloodshed. So, Put that thing down.
I know this ain't a toy, neighbor from above. It's a catalyst, just like me. Keep talking. I like the sound of your voice.
I do have a very nice sounding voice. I'm here for parts. Mama June Lee sent me. Can I have them, please?
That's right, sir. Just the parts. We'll be in and out in a jiff. You won't even know we were here.
Tennyson just keeps feeding the furnace, don't she? We're still playing with her last sacrifice out back, with the crew. You don't just ask a king for a favor when you're standing in his court. You bring tribute, sacrifices, prophecy, shit like that.
Okay. How about I lie to you and tell you the parts are going to kill you? That sounds nice. You don't seem too bright.
Under its skin, this ship is all poison and darkness. Lead bones, asbestos muscle. Maybe you're right. You've got the run of the kingdom. Up those stairs, you'll find the parts. My crew won't get in your way.
This is starting to sound like my time in Moscow.
Lay it on me, boss. I'm good for it.
I'm kind of curious, like, why this guy is down here and they just keep letting him get away with this stuff when they're so careful up top. So what's your story here, Captain?
Ship got impounded. The crew and I racked up a debt while we were grounded, and my baby got sold to Sublight. Scrapped for parts. That's bureaucracy for you. Piracy with a smile. Am I your dark reflection? Shit, must be getting old. Stay here too long, and the Groundbreaker drains you like a fuel tank.
Well, that's all well and good, but I will talk to you later. I got parts to get.
You can come and go in my little kingdom. Just try not to piss off any of the gestures.
So thieving in this game is actually pretty easy once you get your skills up. You can pickpocket people or you can take things that have red text as long as nobody's looking directly at you, and it's really easy. If you see something that has white text on it, you can just take that and it's fine. So I stole my way across the back bays, and over here, I managed to find what I was looking for, the parts.
Fantastic, we've got them. Now we can move on to cleaner pastures.
After picking up the parts, though, I remembered that this captain guy has a bounty on his head, and as long as I can collect his lighter, either from his dead body or steal it, I can turn in the bounty and get some money. So let's see what I can do here.
Neighbor from above. What brings you to my little moonlight kingdom? Listen to the fire of those convictions. This one's hungry for justice. Alive or dead? Rare or medium? What's it gonna be? How do you want me cooked, bounty hunter?
It's gonna take too long to kill everybody here, so how about you just give me your lighter?
My flame? Shit. Little Flick here got me started on the pyro path. Fine. He's yours. Give him a good home.
Don't worry, Mr. McRed. We'll treat Mr. Flick extra nice on account of he's your friend.
Mr. Flick?
You call your lighter Little Flick?
I'll miss my baby Pyro, but it beats losing my head. This court needs its king, and I'm one of a kind.
So I was given this bounty by this Sanita person.
Keen eyes you got there. Sanita gave me this lighter. We had a carnal understanding a few years back, and she wanted me to have something to remember her by.
Oh, so this is not really a bounty. I'm just caught up in a lover's quarrel. That's great. Okay, but I got the lighter. That's all good and everything. And it was going to be great. Things were going to be fine. I was just going to turn it in without any trouble. But unfortunately, I came back and we had a slight misunderstanding when I got caught pickpocketing someone. And this is how it kind of turned out. The combat in this game is surprisingly easy. I don't really miss not having skills put into weapons because, I don't know, the weapons are powerful enough. I haven't really had any trouble killing things. Your companions do a really good job drawing fire. And all in all, the combat has been a little bit disappointing, actually, in the game so far. So if you're ever playing this, I would really recommend going like a science or speech route like I am, because you really don't need to put a lot of stuff into weapons so far. Maybe the game will get harder later on, I don't know, but that's just kind of what's happening. So yeah, shot the place up, took out all the bad guys, looted everything. So the companion controls in this game aren't great, and I was a little annoyed that Parvati just ran out in the middle of this mess and almost got herself killed. And there wasn't really much I could do about it. But as I was looting, I came across the person she attacked, and holy crap, Parvati, what is wrong with you? What? Look, no, what? What? I didn't, no. No. We don't need to do this kind of thing. Can we all say overkill? So my happy little pack of psychopaths made it back to Mama Junli to find out what needs to happen next.
You've returned, and in one piece. Color me impressed.
All right, we got your radiators. No problem, no mess.
Good work. I'll take those. I need you to head through the large door at the far end of engineering. Take the elevator down into the machinery shaft. There's a terminal in the back. Activate it when I call over the ship's PA. And bring weapons. There's a slight mantipillar infestation.
Wait, Manto what? Slight? What the hell's a mantipillar?
More than a few. Less than a hive. Nothing you can't handle. We were salvaging parts from a ship. Turned out there were eggs inside. They got into the radiators, and here we are.
Okay, I guess we'll go.
Don't worry, Miss Junlei. We'll be super gentle with the ship. You don't got a thing to worry about. I mean, aside from fires and such.
I'm genuinely heartened to hear that. Thank you.
Okay, Parvati, let's try to keep it under control this time and no more dismembering perfectly peaceful members of the crew. I mean, gosh. Let's go figure out what this thing is. So, mantipillar. What the heck is a mantipillar? It doesn't sound good, whatever it is. And now... Oh! That's a mantipillar. Okay. It's literally a caterpillar the size of a man. Okay. I can handle this. We're just gonna have to shoot him up. So, shooty. My companion's in here. Ew. Yeah, let's just kill those. So the companions in this game are useful enough, I guess. They work really good as meat shields so that you don't have to worry about getting shot as long as they're up. But I have found that they're kind of a pain in the butt to keep geared up so that they don't die instantly. I understand that they have special abilities or something, but I haven't quite leveled up yet far enough to figure out how those work. But so far so good. I continued on through engineering, looking for more mantipillars.
The security mechanicals booted up and killed a bunch of mantis. Bad news. Diagnostic says their circuit boards are fused from the heat, so they're not too picky about who they kill next. Sneak fast if you can. Shoot back if you can. I can always fix them later.
Oh, that's swell. So not only do I have to worry about man-eating caterpillars, now the robots are trying to kill me too. Well, let's poke our head in the door and see what happens. I will admit, I originally thought that I had built my character out for sneak, but it turns out that a sneak character, either I don't have the patience for it, or having a sneak character just doesn't really work for combat in this game because I was constantly being spotted by things, and I found that the sneak attack damage just didn't really make it worth my time, so every fight that I entered into ended up just kind of being, I don't know, go in guns blazing and hope that the bad guys shoot at my companions enough so I could kill everything. So here we go. This is more of that sneaky, stealthy stuff here. They'll never hear me coming.
Processing data.
We are unstoppable.
And also let it be known that I really suck at first-person shooters, so I just do what I can.
That's the terminal. I have the parts in position on my side. Go ahead and cycle droppers up.
So a little more shooty later, and destruction and mayhem, and we had finally found what we were looking for. we located the terminal. Alright, well that was easy enough. Let's go head back to Mama Junli and see if she said we did a good job and gives us little treats for good boys and girls.
Done. The temperatures are dropping. Stop by once you found your way out today. Groundbreaker owes you thanks.
This is Halcyon News. We interrupt your regularly scheduled advertisement for the...
My boards are returning to green. What a weight that is off my shoulders. I don't normally tolerate outsiders mucking about in my station's guts, but you're all right. The temperature should be dropping as we speak. I'll see to it the crew knows who kept us all from boiling alive. If you've got time, I believe Edna has a comms issue that could use your attention. I've also authorized Doc and Furu to sell you our premium meds.
Hey, better you sell it to me than the board.
You're right, I don't. The board is after two things, bits and power, and they only get it by sticking their nose where it doesn't belong.
Hey, I gotta talk to this Udum guy about my ship.
I like to think of myself as a nice person, but if that gaudy embassy of his was on fire, I might hold my breath a moment before activating the sprinkler
Oh, this is gonna be a
system.
great chat with him, I
The
can
board
already
wants
tell.
control over Groundbreaker, and leeches like Udom Bedford will do anything to please their corporate masters.
Alright, so it looks like we helped Mama Junli out with her problems, and that's going to put us in better graces with the Groundbreaker crew, which is actually kind of important in this game because there is a reputation system with each of the different factions that you come across in the game. And the better reputation you have with the different factions, the better you do with buying and selling and the way better they treat you and stuff like that. And I'm going to need Groundbreaker on my side, I think, because I still have to go to this Udum guy and talk him out of giving me back my ship. I'm sure he's going to have something he wants me to do, and it's going to be something that I don't want to do because he works for the board and I don't want to help the board, but that's something we're going to have to figure out when it happens. And I also have to talk to some lady named Gladys to try to figure out how to get a navigation chart to the place I need to go next. But that is going to be in our next episode as we are out of time for today. So thank you everyone so much for watching, and until next time, I'll catch you later.